Good morning, everybody. We're just taking off here. We're going to do an aerial tour of the fence, and I'm going to show you what I've got. All my panels finally finished. But the only thing I've got left, I've got a few little caps that I want to put on the ends to cover each one of the posts so that water doesn't get down on them. So what I'll do there is I'll cut like I'll cut the bamboo in half, big pieces of bamboo, and then lay it on the cap rail there, and that'll deflect the water from going in at the joints into the bamboo posts. So anyway, we're just kind of flying around. We're going to do a circle around the property here, um, both inside and out, and then one more kind of better run down the front. I wanted to get a good look at the fence. So essentially the fence though is done, other than I have to do the two gates, or three gates. I'm having a double gate by the garage there, and then I'll have a single gate up front. So yeah, this is just kind of a flyby. You can see I've got all the stiffener, the stringers there. There's three stringers in the middle of the fence, and that stiffens up all the pickets. And those are all hand tied. Every single one of those pickets was tied 3 times to each one of those bamboos. That's what stiffened the whole thing up and straightened it out. So anyway, I've been working on this thing for roughly 6 months now, something like that. And I'm finally at almost the finish. So just a few touch-up things, and then actually I do have to go back and I'm going to paint the whole thing out with a combination of linseed oil and the cedar oil combined together, so that the cedar oil will thin out the linseed oil and allow it to penetrate deeper into the bamboo. And the cedar oil will also keep the termites from eating it, because the cedar oil will kill them. Right here, I'm giving you guys a kind of a panoramic view. Raised it up so that you could kind of get a nice view of. I would have gone up farther, but this thing is so sensitive to the lightest breezes that I was afraid it would just carry it away, and I was having a little bit of trouble trying to keep it in one spot. Plus, I didn't want to, I'm practicing anyway, getting better at flying so that everything's not so jerky. Because when I move it from right to left, the helicopter dips on one side, and then it'll drift in that direction. So if I can keep it smooth, you get a better view of what's going on. But you can see how it dips like that. That's flying it from right to left, and it it gets a little jerky. It's not pleasant to watch, so I'm trying to keep it as steady as possible so that you guys get a nice view of what's going on. And also, it's just a lot of practice, and I don't get much time because it's so windy here on Maui that I don't often get a chance to have calm flying weather. And a lot of times, if there is calm weather, I'm working on something, so I don't really have time to work with this. And since the battery's only good for about 15 minutes of fly time, and I can't find any, I haven't found a place where I can buy batteries for this, so it really limits how much I can use it, because if I have to stop and charge it, usually by the time it's charged, the wind's picked up. So it makes it a little bit awkward. So there you go, one crash. I had quite a few crashes, actually. I edited out a bunch, but because the wind would catch it, or I just, like I said, I haven't had enough time to practice it. It's the old hand-eye coordination. But it is real fun to fly. You know, it's fun to fly it and practice videoing. So anyway, this is just giving you a look from inside the yard out towards the road through the fence, and there's the gate, the front gate. That's one of the gates I have to make yet. And yeah, it's nice to have all the panels up and tied off. We've got a hurricane coming, Kiko, so I wanted to get all these panels in place and tied down so that, you know, hopefully it won't blow the fence over. I could end up with it, bamboo falling on it. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, today I just had some time to do this, and then after this I had to run up and get some propane and some plywood so I could board up the windows, get ready for the hurricane. You know, they're saying that it won't be a hurricane when it hits, it'll be tropical storm, but I don't know. Right now it's a Category 4 storm moving into the Central Pacific, and it's not done what they said. It was supposed to be Category 2 hurricane all along, and it's built into a 4, and then today it increased in velocity. So I'm going to prepare. You know, I'm not going to count on what they're saying to go by. So anyway, I've got some big windows to deal with, and but I wanted to get this out and get this done while it was calm. So, and I don't know if you remember, but in the other videos, that was the pile of bamboo right there. So you can see that I've really whittled that down to not much. You know, look at that. That's not that much bamboo compared to what, I mean, it stacked up as high as that white, what do you call it, crisscross stuff. Anyway. So here's the entrance on this side. This is going to be a double gate right there. And then I'll fly you around to the front where I can show you from the road what the other gate's going to look like. But yeah, so that's pretty much once around it from the outside and inside. And then here's a run down the road. So I've got about, let's see, I probably have over 100 and maybe 120 feet, something like that, of fence. And from post to post, I make each one a panel so that they can be lifted in and out. So if I ever need to get in to cut down a lot more bamboo, I can actually untie those panels and lift them out, and then do whatever work I need to do on them. So now here's where I was talking about. You'll see the gate back under here. Okay. Yeah, there's the front gate. Let's see, right in there. So yeah, so we're about the end of this video. And the end of the fence, man, I'm just getting real tired of tying knots. And I guess you could imagine that's a hell of a lot of knots. Every one of those has 3 of those stringers, and every picket's tied to each 3 of those stringers. So average is about 15 to 16 pickets per panel. And I suspect I've got, oh hell, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've probably got about 15 panels. So 45 panels, and you multiply that times 15, and then you multiply it times 3. That gives you how many knots I had to tie. So my hands are tired. And the gates hopefully won't be too bad. But anyway, we're closing in here on the final stretch of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And once I get the gates on, I'll show you the final gates too, and how they work and stuff. But on that note, I'm going to let you guys go. So aloha, and I will talk to you guys later.